Hi, I'm John Keltz, and I'm here to show you APSinsights.org, a website I helped build about Atlanta Public Schools. APS Insights is designed to help you understand school performance and school options. The site works on a mobile phone, but today we're going to focus on the desktop version. When you log on to APSinsights.org, you'll see options for school profiles and an enrollment map. And if you scroll down, you'll see a few other options and descriptions. Also the Data Explorer, a blog, and the About page. We'll start by going to the school profiles. The school profiles page contains several different indicators about a school's performance. It's divided into 3 sections: student achievement, school climate, and student population. And each section has several different indicators. By viewing multiple different achievement and climate indicators, it helps us identify a school's strengths and areas for improvement. School profiles are great for getting an initial look at a school, maybe the school you go to or a school that you're interested in. The page is broken up into a few sections. It shows student achievement, school climate, and student population. And each one of those sections has multiple indicators, which is helpful for helping you identify a school's strengths and areas for improvement. First of all, you'll notice that many of the pages have blue info buttons. We added these info buttons because some of the information you might be unfamiliar with, so the info buttons are a good first place to look to learn about the data. You'll see that there's color coding. We color coded school data green if it's above the state and district average, and red if it's below the state and district average. And we color coded it yellow if it's in between. On the student achievement section, you'll see that we have CCRPI scores, which is the state's overall rating of school performance. We have a CCRPI comparison that shows how your school is doing compared to schools with similar students. And if you hover over this, you can get a link that gives you much more detailed information about that indicator. If we continue to scroll down, you'll see that we also have Milestones Proficiency, which tells you overall what percentage of students mastered grade level content in English language arts and math. We also have student growth, which tells you how well students are growing from one year to the next on their test scores in math and English language arts. And for high schools, we show you graduation rate compared to the district and the state. Each one of these has options to look at different years that you can easily click to and learn how the school has changed over time. For climate data, we pulled out 2 interesting questions from the climate survey. The percentage of kids who respond positively to the question, "I like school," and who respond positively to the question, "I feel safe at school." We also show the CCRPI attendance indicator, the percentage of students who miss less than 6 days during a school year. For student population data, we show the percentage of students in certain subgroups. Direct certification is a poverty indicator that tells us the percentage of kids who are in households that receive certain type of state aid. Like all our other indicators, you can hover over the info button to get more detail about that. We also show the number of students who have been enrolled at the school over time, and the percentage of students in different race and ethnicity groups. I'll go back to the top to see some of the other pages. Next, we'll go to the Enrollment Map. The Enrollment Map has a few different features. You can enter your address and see what school you're zoned for, and the map is also color-coded. One of the bad things about color-coding a map is we have to pick one indicator, but if you hover over the map, you can also see a few other pieces of information. In addition to this 3-year CCRPI average, you can see the percentage of students who are proficient or better on the milestones, the percentage of students who had higher typical growth on the milestones, and the school's climate star rating on the state's climate star system. You see this school received 4 out of 5 stars on the state climate rating. I can also enter an address here and see which school I am zoned for and learn more about that school and other schools in my neighborhood. The dots show us schools that don't have a traditional school zone. In this case, we have Drew Elementary School. And we see in this tooltip that we can scroll down for charter enrollment information. We also might see a school we're interested in and see that the school has accepted administrative transfers in some grades. We can also scroll down for more information on that. So now if I scroll down, I learn a little bit more about the indicators that are on the map. Then I can learn about administrative transfers. We saw above that Burgess-Peterson has offered administrative transfers in some grades. So I can look up Burgess-Peterson and see over the past 3 years what grades they offered administrative transfer. This gives me some idea of what they might offer in the following year. There's a link so I can learn more about how to enter a school through administrative transfer, and I can enter my email address so I can get a reminder when the administrative transfer opens. We also saw a charter school that had high performance on the enrollment map, and when we're on this charter enrollment section, we can click on that charter school's name and learn more about how to enroll in that school. There's also information about how to enroll in a single gender enrollment program or in one of our pre-K schools. Next, we'll go to the blog. The blog is helpful because each time there's a new data release, we try to put out some new information about it. We try to show the performance, and we'll include a narrative so you can learn a little bit more about the performance. Our most recent data release is the 2017 graduation results. We have a graph of the graduation results, and you can see how different subgroups did in terms of the percentage who graduated within 4 years. And you can look at different years as well. We can also scroll down to the school trends. Right now it's filtered to show us, for the entire district, 3 different subgroups, Black, Hispanic, and white students, and their graduation rates over the past 4 years. But we could also pick some other subgroups that we're interested in learning about, or we could look at the same graph for an individual school. If there's less than 15 students in a subgroup, that data is censored. If you're interested in knowing about new data releases, a great way to keep up is by entering your email address. You can do that in this pop-up window, or you can enter this information over on the side. That way, whenever there's new data about Atlanta Public Schools, you'll know. If you have questions about the data and you don't get an answer from the blue info buttons, you can also go to the About page. We talk a little bit about the site and we share some frequently asked questions. One useful part is when new data is released. Data is released throughout the school year, which is why on the school profile page, you might have noticed we had 2017 data on some data points, but only 2016 data on some other data points. You can also fill out this form or send us an email if you want to know more about the site or have suggestions. Thanks for watching this demonstration of APS Insights.